Ansary here, coming to you on this evening of April 28th in the year 2017. I've been meaning to touch upon this topic for some time. The spiritual component of MGTOW, or going beyond. It was several years ago in which I put out the video, Why Don't Chase the Women of Today's Day and Age. I can describe to you what was going on in my life. I'm going to be brief. But I had basically returned to Portland with a backpack and was living in a teardrop camper. And this was a time in which I was going my own way on a number of different levels, and I opened up my heart and I spoke my truth. It included a truth of what it felt like to be home free in my hometown during that brief period. But to also be a young man of dating age, but to find my options limited because of whether someone chooses to call it my life path, my passion, being opinionated. Some people don't like that. Some people feel a little uncomfortable being around someone that's so opinionated on the internet about certain things. And of course, sometimes the people that I have drawn or attracted into my life haven't been the right people for me. So I kind of like heard someone say MGTOW. And they were discussing what it was. And I was looking at my own life. And I was interpreting it, which I still do. It's like the definition that men have given this group that defines this movement. But not everyone within MGTOW that have gone their own way, whether they're doing so for spiritual reasons or other. Because there's a lot of people now that are experiencing the social engineering. The manipulation of consciousness. And this video, as you're going to find out, is about the manipulation of consciousness in not just women, but men. And how I've seen some of this programming from men, thanks to the people drawn to my YouTube series. So it was early 2015 in which I recorded that, Why Don't Chase the Women of Today's Day and Age. And I shared from the heart. And I did a few follow-ups, so it was like that was a big period for me, some sort of an emotional purge. Not everyone understood it. I actually assumed that there would be more female trolls. And in fact, what I found out was the opposite. And there are some decent people that start following my work, men, that found my MGTOW videos and appreciated the larger picture, spiritual take, as well as the off-grid element, the links between going MGTOW and going off-grid, leaving these major dense population centers where the fun ass is king. And see, I defined all this in Portland because I was living it. That's why I had to escape it. The unfairness, the injustice, the prejudice, the reason why there's so many good men that are on the streets of America. Why not boycott this chasing the pleasure of the flesh reality? And what's the strongest form that it can come in? The strongest percentage of that type of spiritual drink. And I don't mean an actual drink. But cutting those cords that bind us to this world